remember when you first played Dress to Impress? The first time you ranked up? Because today, we're going over the entire history of Dress to Impress. Going all the way back to the beginning, looking at secret items that have now been removed from the game, seeing when the Lana lore was introduced, and even discovering who the original nail lady was. So guys, sit back, grab some popcorn, and let's go over the history of Dress to Impress. So guys, here I am in a special Dress to Impress game that Gigi made for us to explore past Dress to Impress updates. And we're gonna be starting right back at the beginning in classic DTI, released in November of 2023. If it loads. Here we are, you guys, original Dress to Impress. Guys, this gives me so much nostalgia because this was literally when I started playing DTI. I joined Dress to Impress for the first time ever, literally a week after it released. And I was one of the first creators to ever start posting about it. So I'm so happy that I've been here since the beginning. And ever since the beginning, I was such a fan of it. As you can see, at the start, we didn't actually have the minutes. We only had the seconds at the top. And we didn't have as much time as we now have. We only had about 4 minutes to make our outfits. And now I think it's 6. So the time has really gone up. And as you can see, the outfit options are also super limited. And guys, here was my favorite item in the entire game. The fur leg warmers. I'm not even joking. I overused these so much. I was literally the fur demon that everyone talks about. The fur abusers, that was me, guys. That was me. I used to wear the fur combo in almost every single outfit I made. And right now the theme is red. So you guys know it. I'm gonna make a red fur combo. And you guys are gonna see how much I eat, okay? Now, if you go over to the skin booths over here, you'll see that also the skin tones were way less developed. We only had an option of natural skin tones, but now you can literally be whatever color you want to be in Dress to Impress. You can be an alien if you want. You can be bright pink, bright green, dark blue, whatever color you want, it's there. Also, look at the original VIP section. It was so much smaller. And some of these items have now been removed, as well as completely reworked. For example, the Kim Kardashian dress used to look like this, you guys. And honestly, it was such a slay back then already. Dress to Impress has definitely become more and more developed over time. But back then, this was already so detailed for a Roblox game. Guys, comment down below which update you joined Dress to Impress in, because I'm genuinely so curious. And I'm curious if anyone started playing during this time as well. Because if you are, you're a proper Dress to Impress OG, you guys, okay? You are an OG. Okay, I literally only have 31 seconds left to complete my outfit. And quick, I need to pick a face. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot about the original face UI. And bro, the face options were so limited back then. And also, noses were not a thing, bruh. Literally, noses were never used in Dress to Impress. And whenever people used to start using them, they were so frowned upon. Another thing that's funny is that back then, the nail lady right here was just called the nail lady. She was not called Lana. And she's changed her look so much over the course of Dress to Impress. It's so interesting. She doesn't look like this anymore. Oh my goodness. And the old runway. Guys, this was the original OG runway. And as you guys can see, we had very limited poses. There was no pose packs back then, and we didn't even have pose 28 yet. Look, we only had 8 different poses to choose from. There we go. Honestly though, you guys, I feel like I kind of ate this red fit up. Comment a red heart down below if you think I slayed it. But it's time for us to proceed over to our next Dress to Impress update, where we're gonna see even more secret items and things that you might have never seen in DTI, which was the Valentine's update 2024. And also, guys, I'm crying. Megan is the largest donator over here with 4,000 Robux donated. Oh my goodness. But this is just in the DTI Rewind game, okay, you guys? Is in the actual main game. One thing that makes me so nostalgic about old DTI is the old music, you guys. I mean, let's just sit back and take a listen. It's just so nostalgic, okay? It's so nostalgic. But I can't play it for too long because I fear I will get copyrighted, okay? The old DTI music is now sadly copyrighted. As you can see, the Valentine's update 2024 was the first update where they added so many new items and so many things that were absolute game changers for Dress to Impress. We got this iconic heart skirt right here, which has now been actually reworked. But this dress is actually inspired by one of Sabrina Carpenter's looks, I'm pretty sure. We also had this parasol, which has also now been reworked. But guys, when this was added, oh my gosh. When I tell you this was genuinely one of the most overused items in the entire game, I used it in every single round. Like, I didn't care what the theme was. I always used this parasol. Let me know down below if this was the update where you guys joined, because I swear it was one of the most iconic ones. And it was also the update where they finally added a male body. Now, this was highly anticipated, you guys, okay? And back then, the male body actually looked so much less detailed. I feel like because of the rework, I'd forgotten how, like, less detailed they were. But look, bruh, he doesn't even properly have abs, you guys. guys. Where are we at? I'm crying. But when this was added, it was very, very, very much hyped up. The only problem was, though, you guys, there wasn't actually that many options for male items in game. And sadly, that still kind of remains the case, although it's definitely gotten so much better. I just did a video with Haley where I just dressed up as a guy and dressed to impress. And I was surprised because I actually managed to make some pretty slay outfits. But back in the day, you guys, that was impossible. You literally couldn't look slay as a guy and dressed to impress. It just wasn't possible, I fear. Now, the VIP section also did get a few additions in this update. For example, these hoodies here, I think were new, as well as this dress right here. And oh my gosh, this dress was so freaking overused. Now, I can't remember if it's still in Dress to Impress. I feel like it is in the modern game, but I'm not too sure. I feel like it might have been reworked, but let me know, guys, because I low-key can't keep track of every single item. One item I think they removed, though, was this dress over here. It was this super cute Prada one, and I feel like it might have been removed because of the Prada logo at the front, but it was honestly so cutesy. I love this dress so much, and it worked for so many different looks, but I feel like I haven't seen it in DTI for a while now. As well as that, guys, the nail lady in this update was still not named Lana. She was still just a casual nail lady, but this was actually the time when people started to kind of like make lore about the nail lady, saying that she's overworked, but she's not getting paid enough. She works like a dog day and night, and that she doesn't ever get a break. She's just doing people's nails all day long and all night long. But that was until the next update, the Easter update, where again, Dress to Impress actually changed the lobby. And I feel like this was another update that brought so many new people to Dress to Impress because of the hunt. If you guys don't know what the hunt was, it was basically this event that Roblox kind of threw that different games competed in, including Dress to Impress. They had this bunny right here, and then you had to find different bunnies in the dressing room. It was so cute. Guys, comment a bunny emoji down below if you remember the hunt, because it was honestly so much fun. I literally missed that time so much, and the event was so well done. They even added a whole separate game where they made like an obby. It was literally crazy. And the reward for the hunt was this infamous bunny dress over here, that I think is actually one of the rarest items in Dress to Impress, because it was only available during the hunt and not after. Now it's hidden in the dressing room, and every single update there is to Dress to Impress, it's found like a new spot where you have to find like a tiny PNG picture of this dress in the dressing room to put it on. And honestly, I actually love it. I feel like it's so cute. And back then, you guys, this was a very detailed and cool item, okay? I love this item so much, and everyone wanted it as a reward. So guys, let me know if you're lucky enough to have gotten the hunt dress, because only some true Dress to Impress fans have gotten it, you guys. Only some true Dress to Impress OGs. The dressing room was again enlarged even more in this update, and I think this is also the update where they added the trendsetter dress and more rank rewards, like the runway queen bag. I remember this kind of caused a controversy because some people were mad that they couldn't get the dress because they weren't the rank yet, but honestly, I never got it because I feel like it just encouraged more people to play DTI, and it was such a cool addition. I don't care. Like, I've just loved every single Dress to Impress update. I feel like they have yet to have like a really bad one. Well, maybe the Lady Gaga update. We don't talk about that. It was a fun update, okay, you guys? It was just miscommunicated. And VIP was also enlarged a ton in this update. They added a whole fireplace over here and even more items, as well as these angel wings. Oh my gosh. The angel wings were such a cool addition, and then they got reworked to look even cooler in my opinion. I feel like the new reworked angel wings in Dress to Impress look even cooler than the old ones. I mean, they're one of like the most detailed items in the game now because they have like every single individual feather. But yeah, the old ones were less detailed, but still so cool at the time. They also added way more accessories and also some new kind of ears and the option to now make your skin color whatever you wanted. So this was such a cool update for players to kind of dress up as different like creatures. And I feel like this was when Dress to Impress truly started to get like very creative. People started to make more and more crazy outfits, and layering became more and more intense. And they also added a ton of new faces as well as new custom makeup. But Lana's salon rework changed everything. This update literally reworked Lana's entire salon and was the proper introduction of the Lana lore, which in my opinion is genuinely one of the best additions in Dress to Impress. As you guys can see, Lana got a new desk over here, but behind her desk was this photo board with these missing posters of the different Dress to Impress devs, as well as some pictures of Lana in the hospital and different lore pictures. And if you looked up here, there was Lana's diary. And guys, when I tell you, this literally caused a ruckus in the Dress to Impress community. Everyone was obsessed with the Lana lore. Lana's diary read, Dear diary, that isn't me. They replaced the real me with some doppelganger. That girl sitting at my new desk is not me. I don't know who that is. I don't want to, but that's not me. I'm Lana, she's not, but she's pretending to be me. I don't know where I am. Moto Princess, which is one of the Dress to Impress devs, by the way, you guys, is hiding me somewhere so I can't escape. Please help me. I'm so scared, and I hope that thing sitting at my salon chair doesn't harm my image. But I think she's the reason why all these players are going missing. And then there was this massive red text saying find me with a Roblox user ID, which led to the Roblox profile of Lana Does Nails with a Lana lore game attached to it that you could complete to get this exclusive dress over here, which was known as the Lana lore dress, you guys. Oh my gosh. I literally loved this update so much. The lore added such a cool and like interesting new thing to the game. And as well as that, I think this was the introduction of like the new Dress to Impress runway. I might be wrong, but this was when the Dress to Impress runway kind of image was like concreted, and now every Dress to Impress runway looks similar to that one. If you guys were around for the first Lana lore type of quest, leave the nails emoji down below, because I'm genuinely so curious who remembers it and who managed to get the dress when it dropped. Next up though was one of the best Dress to Impress updates of all time, the Dress to Impress summer update, you guys. Oh my gosh, this was truly the best update ever. Added a whole outdoor part to the lobby, which even though that might seem kind of normal now in the new Dress to Impress Tokyo update, you know, we have this massive lobby, but back then this was revolutionary. Like, everyone was so obsessed. You could sit down on the beach if you want to chill. It was so cool, and the inside of the lobby was so dope as well. What was even cooler though is that they had a secret Lana lore part in the lobby as well right here, which added even more to the Lana lore. And as well as that, when you got into the dressing room and you looked outside the window, there was these trees with Lana behind them. Look, she's literally staring at us. These were the Lana doppelgangers that are very present in like the Lana lore. They kind of kept building on the existing Lana lore and making kind of a whole storyline out of it. I also think this update was the introduction of the Madoka set. And guys, we can see the original Madoka set right here. Let me just buy it real quick, you guys, okay? It was so cutesy. Are you kidding? Also, bruh, I remember how broken these gloves were, and I swear Dress to Impress like never fixed them until the Madoka set got reworked. These gloves were literally Slenderman gloves, bruh. They're giving me nightmares. Like, why are the fingers so long? This set was so iconic though, and it was literally such a good set. I missed it so much. I love the new reworked version, don't get me wrong, but I really do wish we had a toggle for the like original corset, the original sleeves. They were so good for layering, and it was just such a good set, bruh. I miss it so much. The Kim Kardashian dress was also reworked in this update. As you can see, there's a ton more detail that's been added to it, but you could take off the crystals as well and have it as like the normal set as well, although I feel like this one's also been reworked since like the original DTI, the first ever version. So it's so cool to see how every item has kind of evolved over time. We still have the infamous first set over here, you guys. The first set will never die. And even though this sadly isn't included in the Dress to Impress Rewind, the summer update was also the time of Dress to Impress's first ever collab with none other than the Charlie XCX. The Brat update was such a cultural reset, you guys. It was so good, and it remains one of my favorite collabs ever. Don't get me wrong, I've loved their recent collabs. I love the Cat's Eye one so much, and I love the Wicked and Lady Gaga one, but genuinely nothing can beat the Charlie XCX collab because it was just such a time. Dress to Impress was at its peak. It was just so nostalgic and so fun, and Brat Summer will just never be beat, you guys, okay? It was just so good. These summer updates over here as well, I still use and abuse to this day in the dressing room. Like, I still use this mermaid top in literally every outfit ever. It's just so slay. And guys, these summer fits were the vibe at the time, okay? I mean, this entire outfit just screams Dress to Impress 2024. The summer 2024 update will never be forgotten. And the summer runway still remains one of my favorites in the entire game. I literally love this runway so much, and I still use it in a ton of my thumbnails. It's like the best one in my opinion, even though it's pretty simple. It's just so cutesy, guys. It's just so cute. They also had a few different post packs added at this point, and it was just so cool to see the game evolving like in front of our own eyes. But yeah, I can't lie, I do love the little secret Lana lore right here. It was just so fun and so exciting, and I swear there were also some doppelgangers of Lana, yes, outside this window here. Just so iconic, guys, just so iconic. But next we move to genuinely the best update Dress to Impress has ever had, the first ever Dress to Impress Halloween update. Guys, when I tell you this is genuinely the best update Dress to Impress has ever done, I mean, it was so good. The Dress to Impress Impress literally didn't change the lobby for it in 2025. They've just kept the same one. The obby they added over here was so cool. The Halloween quest was just insane. And it was the first ever Dress to Impress Lana lore quest, which I played with Haley, Izzy, and Tech. And that video remains one of my most viewed Dress to Impress videos ever. And one of the most fun ones to film. It was just so much fun. We also have pumpkins over here of every single Dress to Impress developer. And one developer that we don't really talk about over here. Okay, you guys. Let's just not talk about that. The Halloween items were also so cool in this update, and I still use a ton of them today. For example, these sleeve puffs, I still use in almost every single Dress to Impress outfit ever when it comes to some like kind of royal extra themes. I love them so much. I've overused these sleeves too much in DTI. And the dressing room is starting to look very similar to the one we have today. It's basically identical, y'all. It looks the exact same. However, one really cool thing about the Halloween update, we had Lana as our nail lady. Because if you guys remember, in the Halloween update, Lana got basically kidnapped and replaced with a doppelganger. And then Lana replaced her and we had to fight Lana. It was a whole mess, but it was so much fun. Genuinely, this update was just so peak. The quest was so good. And the only difference about the map today is VIP is now changed. The VIP section looks completely different in like the new Dress to Impress updates, but the dressing room in itself looks the exact same. It looks the same as the old ones. What happened though is the Dress to Impress did actually change the dressing room one more time and then went back to this dressing room here. And we're teleporting over to that update now. But let me remind you guys of the changed dressing room before they switched it back, which was the Petal update, you guys. Now, the Petal update and actually the Valentine's update beforehand brought this new lobby, which also was one of my favorites, guys. I think it was one of our first completely outdoor lobbies. It was so freaking pretty. I mean, look at this lobby. It low-key rivals today's lobbies. I mean, the new Tokyo one is insane, don't get me wrong, but this lobby was just so cutesy. It was so pink. There was butterflies, there was petals. It was magical. It was beautiful. Guys, let me know down below which lobby is your favorite in DTI, because I feel like there are so many to choose from and I literally don't remember every single one. The Petal update did bring this weird change though, which was a complete rework of the DTI dressing room. And guys, this caused a lot of controversy and havoc because the dressing room was so big. I mean, y'all, this dressing room took so long to get from one side to the other. If you didn't have the speed walking game pass, I mean, look, I'm gonna walk at 50% speed now. And if I went all of the way over here to the dressing rooms and tried to walk all the way to the other side of the dressing room, it took a chunk of time, okay, y'all? That was fully like almost 15 to 20 seconds if I want to go all the way to the World Cultural Update section. The VIP section in this update though was so cutesy, and this set remains one of my fave in game. It's so pretty. I love the detail on it and it's so good for layering. As well as that, Lana was back in this update, you guys. She was back looking good, looking fine. And at this point, noses had now been largely introduced in DTI. I mean, now to me, a Dress to Impress face without a nose just looks weird. I feel like they just don't look full. But back in the day, guys, people loved the no nose faces. That was the vibe of the time, okay? Let me know if you guys prefer no nose or a nose in DTI, because I feel like a nose just looks so much better in my opinion. Like, it makes the face look so much more complete and it just makes it look slayer. I don't know, it makes it look slayer. The hairs in this update were also so cute. I remember they added this one like petal rose hair here, which was so pretty. I love this hair so much with all of the flowers in it. Like, this was genuinely one of my favorite hairs back when the update released. It was just so detailed and you could do so much with it, and a basic fit could look incredible if you styled it right. It was just so good. As well as that, the Valentine's quest was also so fun, and I think that also kind of arrived at the same time as the Petal update or a tiny bit beforehand, and that quest was also a ton of fun, y'all. It was also a ton of fun. So I just love this. I just love this update so much. And guys, that is basically the entire history of Dress to Impress. As you can see, I'm in the summer 2025 update right now, but they basically kept the lobby the same and added a few details, as well as this big yacht over here that I literally loved. I love this so much. It was so fun to just dance on. Like, I love this edition. But let me know which Dress to Impress update has been your favorite of all time. I feel like Halloween just remains one of the most iconic ones, as well as the first ever summer update and the Brat collab. Like, they were just all so good. And tell me if you think Dress to Impress should bring back the proper Lana lore, because I feel like they're really missing out. They need to bring it back, guys. They need to bring back the proper creepy Lana lore. Please, Dress to Impress, please. The real question is, do you prefer old Dress to Impress or Dress to Impress today?